Well, hello. Thank you so much for joining us for another edition of the Lives and Lessons Learned of 100 Christians. We're going way, 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 way back for this one. Probably the oldest person that we're going to do. Justin Martyr was born around 100 AD, died around 165. So 100 years after the birth of Christ. He was also known as Justin the philosopher. He was a second-century Christian apologist and martyr whose writings defended Christianity against pagan and Jewish critics, laying a foundation for early Christian theology. Born into a pagan Greek family, likely of Roman descent, Justin grew up in a prosperous household with access to education. His father, Prychus, ensured that he studied rhetoric, poetry, and philosophy, fueling a restless quest for truth. He explored Stoicism, Aristotelianism, Pleiorcatherianism, and Platonianism, finding each lacking until the chance encounter around age 30 with an elderly Christian by the sea, likely in Ephesus. This man introduced him to the Hebrew prophets and to Christ's fulfillment of their prophecies, leading to his conversion around 130 to 132 AD. Justin saw Christianity as the true philosophy, blending reason with divine revelation. Settling in Rome, he became a teacher, opening a Christian philosophical school. He wore the philosopher's cloak, engaging pagans and Jews in public debates, and wrote extensively to defend the faith. His key works include First Apology, addressed to Emperor Antonius Pius, defending Christians against charges of atheism and immorality, Second Apology, which is a shorter defense, and a dialogue with Trypo, a debate with a Jewish scholar arguing Christ as the Messiah. Justin never married, dedicating his life to teaching and writing. His bold apologetics drew enemies, and around 165, under Emperor Marcus Aurelius, he was denounced, likely as a rival philosopher by a rival philosopher, Chryses. Tried before Rustacius, Justin and 6 companions refused to sacrifice to pagan gods and were then beheaded. His martyrdom, recorded in the Acts of Justin, earned him the title martyr. Canonized as a saint, his feast day is June 1st. His surviving works, First Apology, Second Apology, and the Dialogue with Trypo, are foundational to Christian apologetics, translated into multiple languages and studied for their early defense of Christ's divinity and resurrection. He introduced the concept of the Logos, Word as Christ, bridging Greek philosophy with Christian theology, influencing later thinkers like Tertullian and Augustine. His writings, preserved in early manuscripts, offer insights into second-century Christian practices, including baptism and the Eucharist. Biographies such as Justin Martyr and his words portray him as a bridge between pagan philosophy and the Christian faith, a seeker who died for truth. His works remain vital in patristic studies, though some, like his Treatise of the Soul, are lost. It's amazing that we have anything that was written 100 AD like that. Well, it shouldn't be that amazing because we have a ton of biblical texts that are just as old, so it's not that amazing, I guess. Justin's journey from pagan philosopher to Christian martyr teaches the truth is worth pursuing and defending, even at the cost of life. All right, lessons to learn from his life. Seek truth and reason with openness. His philosophical quest led to Christ as the true philosophy. He urged using reason to explore faith, engaging skeptics with intellectual honesty. Defend faith boldly, yet respectfully. Facing pagan and Jewish critics, he argued for Christianity with logic and respect, as in Dialogue with Trypo, modeling apologetics with charity, so kindness. Live consistently with your convictions. His philosopher's cloak and martyrdom reflected his integrity. He lived and died for Christ, refusing to compromise under Roman pressure. Bridge faith and bridge faith and culture for evangelism. By using Greek philosophy to explain Christ as the Logos, Justin showed Christianity's universal relevance, engaging culture without diluting truth. Embraced martyrdom as an ultimate witness. Justin's refusal to sacrifice to idols, even at death, showed his loyalty to Christ surpasses earthly life, inspiring early Christians to stand firm. His legacy, a life proving that reason and faith converge in Christ. No one's asking anybody to check their brains at the door when they become a follower of Jesus, all right? You can see he explored all these different things, and 100 years after the birth of Christ, he came to know Jesus. All right, as he wrote, no one who is rightly minded turns from true belief to false. All right, there's the quote. No one who is rightly minded turns from true belief to false. All right, thanks so much. Take care. God bless. Bye.